Hi everyone, welcome. So today is a fun workshop because we're going to be making beverages, non-alcoholic, fun beverages. Okay, so the first beverage that we're going to make is a root beer float. Now, one of the major ingredients in a root beer float, besides root beer extract, is simple syrup. And simple syrup is made very simply. You take 1 cup of sugar, granulated sugar, and 1 cup of water, equal parts. So if you needed a lot of simple syrup, just make more. But you have to remember, for every 1 cup of sugar is 1 cup of water. And then you put that in a saucepan and cook it over the stove, about a medium heat, and mixing it up, of course, until all the sugar is dissolved. Then it will come to a slow boil, and you want that to reduce just about half. So you'll end up with a cup of syrup with 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of water. So this is simple syrup that's already made, and I keep it in a mason jar. Once it's completely cooled to refrigerator temperature, then I seal it. But do not seal it before, because then you're just going to develop condensation, and that's just not good. So when you make the simple syrup, let it cool in the saucepan until it's about room temperature. Pour it into the jar, then place it in the fridge uncovered for about 2 hours, and then cover it, and you'll be ready to go. It's great to have your simple syrup cold when you're making root beer, because root beer is best enjoyed when it's cold. So the first ingredient I'm going to use in my 20-ounce glass is some extract. And this is root beer extract. You want to make sure to get it all in there. Just about all in there. Then I'm going to use some simple syrup. Put that in there. And root beer extract is very powerful. And I'm going to stir it up a little bit. And then I'm going to add some cold seltzer. I pre-opened it so it didn't explode all over the place. I'm going to add in a little bit, and then I want to stir it up. Just add a little and stir it so that it liquefies, because it's going to bubble up. Oh, it smells so good already. Okay. Then I'm going to continue to add in more seltzer, a little bit more. Stir it up a little, because you don't want it to get flat. Now, you're going to fill it up. Now, you could fill this up just about there, and I'm not going to, just a tiny little stir, not too much. That's perfect. Now, you've got your fresh root beer already made, and now you're going to add over that 2 heaping spoonfuls of vanilla ice cream. And then you can give it a little, I like to serve it like this and then put a straw in it, and it's bubbling up. So what you want to do with this is you could use a bigger glass or a little leftover ice cream, but when I stirred it, it kind of came up. So you want to, so don't stir it until you're ready to drink some of it. So you just need a straw, and this is absolutely delicious. So that is your root beer float. Okay. The next one, which is a lot of fun, is a homemade egg cream. So let's get started on that one. Okay, once again, you need cold seltzer, or if you're not from New York and you're watching this, you call it soda water. You don't call it seltzer. Seltzer's like a New York thing. Okay, so here we have U-Bet's chocolate syrup. If you don't have U-Bet's, you can use any other brand, but U-Bet's is the one that we like to use here in New York. Then I'm going to add into that a 1/2 cup of whole milk. Yes, use whole milk, nothing else but whole milk, because that's what makes it so special. If you wanted to use a reduced fat, you could use a reduced fat, but I like the whole milk. So you want to make sure that's stirred very, very well. Ooh, and you got to see this root beer float. It's just floating up. It's amazing. Okay. I think I went overboard on the ice cream. Just use 1 scoop. I love ice cream. Okay. Now, once again, when you're mixing this, add in a little bit of seltzer, like that. Whoops. It's gonna wanna bubble up. You're gonna wanna stir it up. This has to be cold. Your seltzer really needs to be ice cold, so make sure it's cold enough. And then you are going to fill it to the brim. There you go, without going over. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay, go slower than that. If you put a spoon in there, it'll stop the bubbles. But I've got a lot of bubbles in here. So, and my mother always yells at me for filling up my drinks too high. It's just a defect of mine. So anyway, have some control. Don't fill it up so high. But anyway, as you can see, when the bubbles go down, you could just add in a little bit more seltzer and you can enjoy that. So I'm going to show you my monsoon of a root beer float. Wait until you see this one. Here you go. Wow. And then you've got your New York style egg cream. And those are 2 summertime favorites that everyone is sure to love. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lisa Bassini and I'm the baking coach. If you want more information on the baking coach, you could check us out at bakingcoach.com. But once again, this is your homemade root beer float and your traditional, now it's calmed down, New York style egg cream. So let's just add a little bit more to fill the glass. Please don't go over again. Anyway, so don't watch this. This is going to be like a crime scene over here because this is just, oh no, it didn't do it. Yay! Once again, bakingcoach.com. Thanks for tuning in. Egg cream and root beer float. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye now.